Hello, my name is Will Mangen with Winfield United, and I'm here today to talk to you on how to run a digital marketing campaign. Luckily for you and for us at Winfield United, we can help you through this process. My first question to you is, what are your sales goals as a company? For example, maybe one of your sales goals is to increase seed sales by 10%. If that's the case, that's great. Now let's use digital marketing to help you get there. Next, you want to identify which growers you want to target for this digital campaign. My advice to you is to emulate the same list of growers that your salespeople are contacting for seed purchases. And then finally, you want to identify how you're going to market to these growers digitally. What tools do you have at your disposal? Do you have email marketing? Do you have a website that you can post articles? And do you use social media platforms? Identify those different tools and use them in your digital campaign. Now let's run through an example. Now let's stick with that seed example. Your salespeople are out making calls with your key customers, trying to close orders. Let's say, for example, there are a certain amount of key customers that still haven't purchased seed from you for the following season. So you've told each of your salespeople that they have until January 31st to make a sales call to try to close that order. Now let's use digital marketing to help out with that process. So for example, let's say in early January, while your salespeople are out making calls, we put some social posts out there about the value of RTN, RTF, and RTP. In mid-January, let's put out a couple articles to help out with this process that talks about the value of using CHT charts and that promotes a few local varieties in your area. When it gets to mid-January, let's send out an email to all these customers explaining the value of all these things that we promoted socially and in your articles. So let's take a look at this email. So if you look at the email, you have your branded logo at the top. You have the two articles in the center that link out to the value of CHT charts and to the local varieties that are key in your area. And at the bottom, it gives a chance for that customer to click "I'm interested," that I want to learn more, or to sign me up when it comes to a seed order. When it comes to that, let's say if they do want to sign up or that they're interested, then you could give that back to your salesperson to make that follow-up sales call before that January 31st deadline. With that, that's a simple example of how you would run a seed campaign. Now you have to make sure that you have the people involved and the people accountable to get through this process. So for example, you have to identify a person that's going to come up with that target list. So for example, that may be your sales manager. You have to identify who's going to collect all these emails. And in my personal experience, that may be the most challenging part. So for example, this may be your marketing person, but it may be backed up by your sales manager, and your agronomist may have to be involved as well to collect the emails from these customers. And then finally, you're going to have a point person to help through this whole process. Whether if that's sending out the articles, localizing the information, or gathering all the key metrics. So some of the key metrics may be, what are the open rates, what are the click rates? If a grower clicks "I'm interested," who's following up with that and who's sending the salesperson that information to make sure that they follow up on that sales call. With that, you have all the tools needed to get through a digital marketing campaign. Good luck.